Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing this beautiful Wednesday evening at 8 p.m.? It is a different type of show today. Today, like I was, for those of you that came in yesterday, we are not doing an across the wave show today. So today we're here with Martine, guys. You know, you guys love Martine. I get it from everybody all the time. Like, um, how come Martine doesn't come on your live as much and all of this stuff? So here he is today. We're going to be talking about Utopia. We're going to be talking about Utopia of the Seas. Pretty much our review. I've been on it twice. Martine has been on it once. So we're going to check out, what things that you like, what didn't you like, what you could live without on a cruise ship, and what you would like maybe changed. So there you have it. I gave you all the info.
Gee, all of the info.
So, but yeah, I've been on Utopia twice, as you guys know. We did the naming ceremony, which we were invited to that. And when was it? Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, maybe. We just got off.
About 3 weeks.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, we just got off of Utopia. It was Martine's first time there, and I was so looking forward to bringing him on board just so that he can see the new ship. And I would like to know your perspective of your view, and then maybe we could talk about it and see. I will be doing another live stream like this one with another friend of us, PK Adventures. He will be going on Utopia next month. So we're going to do a collab on Utopia as well, because I want to see his view, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So my first question to you on embarkation day, because I know you've been on the Harmony, so it's kind of like the same ship.
Yeah, but the embarkation, it was after the hurricane, right? Is that what you remember?
Yes, we were late.
Yeah. And it was kind of an unusual type of embarkation, you might say, because it wasn't an early morning and you get there by noon, you've got lunch on the ship and
Right.
everything's great. But in this particular one, it was a late afternoon, like a 3.
Well, we were supposed to be there. Our check-in time was moved from 10:30 to 2:30, and we didn't even make it on board to almost close to 4. It was like 3:30, 3:45, close to 4 p.m. And that just threw us off. Like about what you would say, maybe 4 miles before the exit, it was just backed up. Like we were there like about an hour and change on traffic.
Just stuck in traffic,
Right.
looking at the lights, looking at chips at least.
I know, right?
But yeah, it took a while. All the people that were trying to get on board because of the previous hurricane, it backed things up.
Yeah, this was like when
Helene had just passed.
Helene had just passed, and it caused a whole commotion because it was a lot of traffic leaving the port and then a lot of traffic coming into the port. So it was traffic everywhere. Cops, trying to make sure that everybody was going the right way. I think we were, if I'm not mistaken, we had like 5 ships in town with us. I know we had the MSC Seashore, we had the Carnival Glory, it was Utopia. Another
Disney.
one was the Disney Wish was there, and I know there was another ship. I don't remember what the other ship, maybe a Royal Caribbean ship. I don't remember that. I know there were 5.
I think there was another Royal Caribbean.
Right. And it was just crazy. Like, guys, when I say it was crazy, it was insane. And it kind of threw, at least for me, I don't know how you felt, but I know it threw my whole day like off, because
You're used to being on the ship.
Yeah. And it felt like we had a set time dining, which was at 6. And then it's kind of like you're getting on the ship and then you have the dinner like at 6. Like it was just, then you have to go in, do the muster station, find your cabin, drop everything you needed to drop off. We did the sail away.
Yeah, but that wasn't too bad. I mean, just getting on the ship, they actually had corrals. I don't know if anybody's ever done like road races, you know, and they stack you up, and it took a while. It was like, where's this line? Where? It's like way.
Yeah, it was literally the first time where we actually had like the line wrapped around, so they had sectioned it out
in the parking lot.
in
We
the
couldn't even
parking
make it
lot,
inside the
right?
building.
So they section everybody out, and then they will let people in depending, so that way the port was not just too crowded for all these people trying to come in at a specific time. But we made it into the ship. It was like 4 o'clock, I think it was, when we made it into the ship finally. It was it was crazy. It was very different embarkation for sure. So on embarkation day, well, after we did the muster drill and all of that, and we got to kind of see a little bit of the promenade. What is the things that you can say, because I know you've been on the Harmony, that you can say that you like more, if you remember the Harmony cruise that we have versus the Utopia cruise? And welcome in, and while Martine is thinking about that question.
Gotta think all the way back. I don't know. There's all these things happening.
Because they're the same exact ship, but they're different. Like, for instance, Harmony has the bionic bar, and Utopia doesn't have the bionic bar.
Didn't they do away with that?
No. Well, they did away with it on Utopia. Now Utopia has the pesky parrot. So bionic bar took over the pesky parrot. And how did you like pesky parrot?
Well, I was looking forward to it. You had mentioned, he talks to you, you hold a conversation with that parrot, and I'm like, hello. And that parrot just
he did not
looked away from me. Not a peep from him. Not a peep, really.
We went twice. I remember we went twice in our 3-day sail, and Brian was just not having it, guys. He did not want to talk. He was just there, just looking at you. And we vlogged that part of it, because I was trying to talk to Brian, and he would not. He would just look at you like okay, whatever.
Maybe you guys broke him. I don't know.
I don't know. So the question that I have for you, so when you went in onto the promenade, is it what you expected? Is it what you thought it would look like?
Yeah, because it looks very similar. They even have a nice classic car out on the front you can take pictures with on there. They've got boleros at the other end. They've got the pizza shop with, so the layout's very similar on there. They got the streets, the street parties. Yeah. So for that, I found it okay. I didn't seem to get lost, you might say. I was like, okay, this looks familiar. Different ship, but same layout.
Yeah. So out of the 3 shows that we watched during our voyage there on Utopia, which one was your favorite? Because we had Utopia, which is the skating. We had the All-in-One, which is kind of like the Broadway show, and then you had the Aqua 2, which is the one on the back of the ship, the water show. Which one was your favorite, you can say, and why?
Well, it was definitely ice skating. I like the ice skating. I grew up in South Texas, so I never really saw ice skating other than on TV. And it always had a little bit of fascination. It looked like they're floating across, they're not even moving their legs. So to see it live, it was pretty cool the first time I saw it. And it was one of my favorite shows. I look forward to seeing them whenever I'm on cruising, because that's really the only time I get to see it. But I think that is my favorite show. They had good music on there. The performers were great. And some of the things that they do on there, I mean, they really have to trust themselves.
They really do.
Their partners, because, the guys pick up the girls and they're
they really
twirling up and then up or swinging them down close to the floor. That's like,
what? I should use some of the footage and put it on here so people can see what you're talking about. Yeah. I just thought about it. That would have been good. There is one person on that specific show that we follow in this house. Is Jordan Bao. So Jordan, if you're watching this live stream, we loved your show. We actually watched it twice on this sailing. So we
liked it that much. I liked it that much.
Yeah. Martine wanted to go back and watch it. So we watched it twice on this sailing, and I watched it 2 times on the naming ceremony. So shout out to Jordan. You did a good job. You should feel very proud of yourself for, not only working for Royal Caribbean, for everything you have achieved in life. And If you guys don't follow her, check out her channel. She has a YouTube channel and Instagram and all of that. And she's almost getting ready to hit her 100,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed to her channel, go check her out. You guys will like her. Very nice girl. So see, my perfect show, the show that I enjoy the most, not only I'm with you on the skating, but I also enjoy the all-in-one show. I think that show is really cool. It has a lot of great effects. They even have drones that they fly.
Yeah.
On there, the music is amazing. It keeps you on your feet. That show, it makes you want to dance and it keeps you on your feet. So I really enjoyed it. The only thing that I miss on this show, and I could understand, they don't have an actual Broadway show. They don't have one. Like for instance, in Harmony they have Grease, and in Symphony they have Hairspray. In Oasis they have Cats. Icon of the Seas has Wizard of Oz, which is the Broadway show, and on this one they don't have one.
Yeah, but it's still, kind of a performance, and
right.
Yeah, it's got the music, the dancing, the drones in this case.
So I have a quick question, because this is something that has been asked over and over. And I will ask this because you're a little bit on the older side.
Older?
Of the spectrum here.
Uh-oh.
You do know that this is a party ship, right? You do know. Yeah, it's like they have parties galore. You know what party is. They have parties galore. Did you feel at any point in time throughout this voyage that it was way too much partying? Did you feel that it was party, or did you actually didn't even notice it at all?
You young whippersnappers out there. No, I didn't. Because they had entertainment and they had different music for different folks. You could hang out either on the promenade and listen to that. You could go to the boleros and listen to the Latin, or you could go to the what do they call it? The park area?
Central Park.
Yeah, Central Park, and they had people with cellos out there. So or they even had the other area, which we didn't make it to again this time,
right?
For the rock and roll,
right?
Classic rock.
Well, they have a lot of great throughout. They even have the music hall where you can go in there and enjoy some really cool music and kind of like chill and relax. But a lot of people, when you look at all the information out there, the different bloggers, people that have been on the ship, regular customers that have been on the ship, you have kind of like a balance, because you got the people that says, oh, this is just like a carnival. It's like a party ship. It's all about parties. And I quite frankly did not see it like that. Yeah, they have parties and they have a toga party. They have parties everywhere, but there's places where you can go around the ship.
Yeah, you've got options
that you don't even see that.
Well, I do remember seeing the toga people walking around and the neon, or
yeah, they had the also. 80s party.
80s party. So
that one guy was looking and said, "No, it already passed."
I know, and he was dressed. He missed it. But so yeah, there's events that people can participate in, and they can go to if they enjoy it. But
right,
the ship is large enough that you're not stuck. Right, you're there and you can't avoid it. They've got other options.
Yeah, and not only that, these parties took place after midnight as well. So, and we know that for a fact because we lived right next to it. And we're going to talk about that a little bit, on the show, because we're going to talk about the cabin experience and all of that in this show. But yeah, the parties were pretty much from midnight to like about 2 a.m. There was some that were at the solarium, which was the toga party, was held at the solarium and all of that. So yeah, there's a lot of places where you can go on the ship where you don't feel the party vibes, M right now is asked. She says, "No offense, by the way, shows I would not see them on any ship because I see them in my own backyard." Let me tell you something, M. I understand you can see them because you can just hop, skip, and a jump to New York City and watch Broadway and all of that. But these shows, are no different than you going across the street and watching them. They're really good. They're amazing. You've seen them.
Well, yeah, they are good, but I haven't seen Broadway
I have
on
not seen
Broadway.
on Broadway.
So,
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna have to maybe
yeah,
go. We have with them. We got
we'll
to
go
go to New
visit you
York.
them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go over there,
We'll go to a show.
and then we can say, okay, now we have a comparison. Em says, I feel that those huge ships are so big you can avoid things. Yeah, you really
Yeah,
can.
that's just it.
You really can avoid a lot of different things on the show. So it's one of those things where if you want to have a good time and you're that party vibe individual, the ship will do what it needs to do for you. But if you're a person that you just want to go chill and relax, that ship
Yeah.
is also there for you. So going into our cabin, how did you like this cabin? Because this was a little different. We had an ocean view cabin on deck 3. We were starboard side of the ship. And what happened?
I know where you're going.
What was the one thing that you did not like about that cabin?
It didn't really bother me. Bothered her more. It's because we were close to the club where I guess the emergency exit door on the back side. So we were walking by one night and all of a sudden we hear this thump. We're thinking, okay, who's got music? We're thinking it's a regular cabin, but it wasn't. As we got closer, we noticed that it was the emergency or the back door to one of the clubs.
Well, it was Studio B.
Studio B.
Studio
We never even
B.
went in there.
Well, we did. That's where the Utopia show is. That's the ice skating show.
That's the ice skating?
Yeah, Studio B. You went there twice.
Okay. I was thinking it was like a club or something.
No, so Studio B converts into the club and at midnight. And for those of you that love peace and quiet when you sleep, that area on the starboard side, I actually measured how many rooms that you can hear this thumping music. Measured. I sure did. I walked through the whole until I couldn't hear anymore. And I actually wrote it down. I actually have from cabin to cabin where not to sell any of my customers because I would hate for a customer to go there. One thing is me because I'm a travel agent and we travel a whole lot, but a lot of people save their money to go on these cruises. And maybe this is the one time that they actually get to do something like that. It's not like all the time like us that we always constantly traveling. And it's only until 2:00 in the morning.
Holy.
You could hear it more in outside of the door because the door weirdly so blocks a whole lot of the noise coming in
the hallway. So once you're in the room, you really don't hear it.
Right.
You kind of hear the bass a bit.
Right.
But
it was just crazy because it only happened 2 nights. The night that we got there and the following, and then that was it because those were the only 2 parties on Studio B that happened on. So, but the room was nice and comfortable. It wasn't small. Did you felt the room was small?
No, it was a good size. I mean, we weren't there very, very often.
Right. But it was it was very nice, very spacey. It wasn't tight. Like I've been on a Carnival ship and when we went on Carnival Celebration, that room was small.
Yeah. I mean, this one, it had the bed, it had the couch, a little desk area. It was fine for both of us.
Right. Another thing that we went to Hideaway Beach. It was your first time on Hideaway Beach in Perfect Day at Coco Cay. How did you enjoy? You forgot about Hideaway Beach.
Hideaway Beach. It hit away.
How did you enjoy that that part of the island?
Well, I did enjoy it, and it was nice because you've got got some food, that's a little bit different because I don't remember another places having ceviche or having empanadas or had a variety of food you could have along with your hamburgers and fries, things like that. And they had the swimming pool, on there. They had, I don't know what that game was. That was kind of an odd game that looked like volleyball, except it was 4 corners.
I think that they had like a volleyball game and it was like 4 people, like 2 and 2. I don't know what kind of a game is that, but it looked like kind of like a volleyball inside of the pool
inside the pool.
area. And then they had the DJ playing the music,
Yeah.
and then you had a ball going all over the place that every so often came into the beach area. They threw it back.
And they had the water bar, so you didn't even
Right.
have to get out of the pool if you wanted to drink. And a lot of people were drinking.
Oh my God, yes. So how did you since this was your first time at Hideaway Beach, would you recommend Hideaway Beach to everybody else? Or would you say, keep your money in your pocket. There is no need for you to go over there. There's plenty to do on perfect day.
Well, it depends because we've been on the other side, the general beach, you might say, general population.
Yeah, because we've been to South Beach,
on there,
the Cove,
and sometimes it's hard to find a sitting area or chairs, things like that. It was a little bit easier in this one. They had plenty of chairs available, and they're also all adults, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Hideaway Beach is all adults. No kids are allowed.
That's the other thing. You're not, well, for some people. Some people, don't like kids running around on there. So, that was also a little bit different. And they have the cabanas available, if you want to rent your own. And that's some nice ones out there. And it's an encircled, I guess it is a cove. It comes out, and you swam all the way out there.
Yeah, I swim all the way to the end of the beach area where the wall is, which it was kind of nice. M has a question for you. Is Martine also into finding the ducks?
Well, I keep my eye peeled, but I don't find very many.
Your
ducks.
eye has now been really peeled.
I know. My partner here, though, she's always finding a duck. Even the other day, you found a duck. It wasn't even on the ship.
No, we went to visit Carnival because we got invited for the 30th celebration for Carnival being in the port of Tampa. And as we were walking out the ship, I saw it. It was just on the banister standing, and I'm like, "Yep, I don't found a duck." Martine's like, "This is not even your cruise.
It's not even her cruise." So she's grabbing by the people's little ducks.
I said, "I'm gonna take it. It's really cute. It's blue. I love the color blue." So it's right now sitting in my car. So it's just been there ever since. But I do have a lot of luck finding ducks. Whenever you see me travel with my daughter, Stephanie, is we have we do a duck challenge to see who found the most ducks at the end of the cruise. And sometimes it becomes hot.
Yeah, but it's always her. She's always wins.
Yeah, look at Blue. Blue is just like looking like what? But yeah, so going back to, so you enjoy the Hideaway Beach. The beach was nice. It was nice and warm.
Yeah.
It was very nice and warm, very clean.
It did rain for a little bit, but not very much.
Did you find that there was a place to sit right away on Hideaway Beach?
We found one that we shared and people left, but basically it's just a place to put our stuff down on there. And we were in the water most of the time. And then afterwards we went out, had some food, enjoyed it. We found places to sit, to eat. So that was good on there.
Right. M said she should start that challenge on the Epic in March. You should start a challenge. If you're going to take a couple of people, you tell them, all right, whoever finds however many ducks at the end wins the challenge. And, I'll tell you something. My daughter, I travel a lot with my oldest daughter. For those of you that don't know this, you might want to check out the vlogs that we did with Swim with the Pigs. She challenged me and I had no idea. Hi, Samara. Welcome in, Samara Brown. Thank you so much for being here, love. She challenged me. She says, Mom, when we go to the Swim with the Pig excursion on the NCL Escape, this is going to be the challenge. If I tell the pig to sit on command and he sits, you owe me Starbucks. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I've never knew that you can actually teach the pigs that kind of a stuff. So I didn't know that. So we're going through the challenge and blah, blah, blah. We get to the place. And sure enough, guys, sure enough, and I actually have proof of it. She actually told the pig to sit and he actually sat. It was crazy. So then we get to the Starbucks on board, and she's over here telling everybody that she don't won the challenge. And everybody knew about the challenge on the day of. People were waiting to hear. And yep, I pay my dues. So she got her Starbucks. So if Stephanie, if you're watching this live, congrats on your winning your Starbucks, because she even have a picture. She sent it to everybody.
Yeah, but it was a loaded question, you might say, because she already knew that those pigs were trained.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
Our daughter did.
Yeah,
of course.
I know Samara. She owes me a Disney cruise.
Yeah, actually, she's a Disney fan.
I mean, she is. My daughter actually worked for Magic Kingdom for 5 years. She was a cast member there. She was working. She did the oh my God,
she's a
character attendant. That's what she did for 5 years, and she loved it. She's always told me that, you know, when she gets older and she's getting ready to retire, she'll probably go back to Disney and work till whenever.
It's a long time from now.
Yeah. But she is a Disney fanatic. She just bought a new house, and one of her rooms is going to be, I think, Mickey, right? Like all Disney.
Yeah, Disney room.
Yeah, they have, and they're going to have a Disney room and a Star Wars room or something.
He's the Star Wars.
Yeah, fan. Something like that. So very Disney fanatic. She's looking forward to going on the Treasure. So we're looking into checking out the Treasures. So maybe soon we'll be getting on that ship with her. But going back into Utopia, so we went to Hideaway Beach. You enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. It was very packed. I could say we had 2 ships in town.
Yeah, that was day. One of the things.
We had 2 ships, and it was a lot of people. But even with the 2 ships, I feel that we had a good time in Hideaway. Food was good. I have an allergy, so he had the ceviche and all the shrimp and all of that stuff.
Coconut shrimp.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
I usually go for my chicken sandwich, which is amazing. So that's what I had. He didn't even know they even had, oh my God, the little pastry, the funnel cakes. They're like really miniature funnel cakes that they make there. So we had some funnel cakes, some chocolate chip cookies there. And then after that, we got back on board, and what did we do? We got back on board.
You know, also the other thing that was nice about that place is they had the beach and pool area, but then they had another area that was a little bit more relaxing. It was kind of like having a large patio. It was a covered area.
Right.
They had live music there, and
a
they
bar.
Even had the bar, of course. You know, can't have.
Yeah, they had a billiards table there.
And a billiards pool table.
Yeah, they had a pool table there as well. So that was, Martin's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. We were leaving, and I passed him on through that side, and he's like, oh, I can see this place that I said, yeah, they have all this stuff there. A lady was getting ready to sing. You know, they were getting ready to do a performance there. So they do have that there. If you kind of want to do more like a chill vibe, you can go there and enjoy that. We had I know on Utopia, on one of the evenings, which was perfect day, we had Izumi.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Izumi. This was our first time that Martin and I traveled together, that we do a hibachi kind of dinner, because usually we opt for Chops Grill. And Martin's like, you know what, let's do something different, because we were supposed to do the train, but with the cost of the train of like almost $300, we decided, no, we're just going to wait it out. And we decided for Izumi. So what do you think about that?
I like Izumi. He's, you know, the chef that we got was actually pretty entertaining. You know, he could really swing those knives and on there. And the food was good, and their portions were pretty good. You know, that's the other thing.
It was a lot of food.
It was a lot of food. It's one of those that, okay, you got to take a doggy bag, but
where do you take
the doggy bag?
It was a lot of food, guys. Did we even eat our dessert? Now that I think about it, no, we did get it, but I just tasted it because I just couldn't do it anymore.
What was the dessert?
Mine was a lava cake.
Yeah. Yeah, most people pick the lava cake.
Yeah, mine was a lava cake. And he did an awesome job. He put up a really nice show. The food was really good. Can't complain. The food was really good. A lot of food, that's for sure. Like you're not gonna leave there hungry. And if you do, I don't know what to tell you because that's a lot of food for one person. So let's talk a little bit about Central Park. What did you enjoy about Central Park the most?
Well, I like the plants.
Besides the scavenger hunt that we had, but we never found it.
The scavenger hunt. Keep looking for that face, that green man face. Well, then I think toward the end we found out that it had been removed.
Yeah,
it was only there for the.
It was for the naming ceremony. They only do it for that specific time. So, did you enjoy Central Park when we visited there?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it because it's kind of like it's a relaxing. I like the plants. I like gardens. And it gives you a feeling that you're out in nature, and you've got places to sit. You've got a few bars where you can get a drink. It kind of takes you away from the party vibe that you might have in the promenade. And you also have some other music, some other performances.
Yeah,
there.
You got some people that play the violin, and you got some singers every so often. And you could just really sit there and just like chill, chill and enjoy the atmosphere. You can say you can have a nice drink, maybe a Coke or a wine or a cocktail, and just sit and enjoy, the area. They also from that same deck, you can actually get into the promenade if you go on the elevated bar that they have. So when the bar gets up there to deck 8, you can go in, and then it brings you down to deck 5, which is really cool.
Yeah, we still haven't tried that. That might be kind of.
I actually have.
We haven't tried it.
I don't drink, but I was with my daughter Geraldine. We were on the Harmony. This was like a long time ago, and she wanted to try it, so she had a drink, and I just sat there, and we just went all the way from 5 to 8, and then we got off. So it was kind of cool to do that part. It was really neat. Another thing that is on deck 8 that we actually passed by it, but we really didn't go in, was the music hall.
Yeah,
and we kept missing that music hall because on Wonder we found it on the last day. And on this one, we knew it was there, but we didn't even get a chance because it's like 3 days is not enough. Am I wrong?
It's not. It really isn't.
This is what I got to deal with every day, guys.
Yeah, no, you got to make a plan of what you want to hit. But yeah, it depends what you like.
That is true.
It's the music hall. What did they have there? Do you remember?
They have different bands on the music hall.
What kind of?
I don't know because I've never actually looked into to see who plays, but I know that they have different bands on music hall. And it's a 2-floor kind of thing. You have a top like deck 8 and 7, I think it is, or 8 and 9. I think it's 8 and 9. And you just go there and enjoy music. There's also pool tables there. I remember that. And you have a whole area where the band will play, and then you have a place where you can dance and all of that. So it's a really nice venue. I actually been on the music hall when we did the naming ceremony because we had an actual meeting there one of the days, and it was really nice. The venue is really cool. If you've never been, I suggest you try it. Every time that we go, we haven't even tried it. Like on Wonder, we found it on the last night. And on this one, we knew music hall was there because we seen it a couple of times.
Yeah, but I think it's because the music that they play there mostly it's like the rock bands. And you're not a big fan of those.
Yeah, but I don't mind going and checking it out.
Doesn't mind going, but it's not her preference. So it's further down on our list.
Yeah. Well, Martine loves to go to Boleros. Let's talk a little bit about Boleros on deck 5.
What is Boleros?
You know what Boleros is. Don't even try. For those of you that don't know, Boleros is a Spanish club, and they have all sorts of Spanish music. They even teach you how to dance salsa.
It's a live, yeah, it's a live band. Yeah, so.
And they play every 45 minutes, and then they take a 15-minute break, and it rotates from like, I think it's like from 7 o'clock at night or 8 p.m. all the way to like 1 in the morning or something like that. Is a long time but Bolero is always packed with people in the evening, people dancing, enjoying, having a good time. But one of the favorite places that Martine actually enjoyed and wanted to go check out was across from Boleros.
Oh yeah, I didn't make it in there.
Yes, you did. You did go to the karaoke.
Karaoke.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, we didn't get to perform. I couldn't convince her to go up there with me.
He's wanting. What are the hours of Bolero? I think it starts like either 7 or 8, and it goes all the way to like 2 in the morning or something like that.
2 in the morning.
I think so. I think it goes all the way to 2 in the morning.
I don't know. I didn't stay up that late.
Look, Blue is here with us on this magnificent evening. But yeah, we went karaoke because Martinez always asked me that he wants to do karaoke, but he wants me to sing. And I don't like to sing. I like to sing, but not in front of everybody.
She sings pretty good. And I can't hold a tune.
Exactly. So I would love to see him.
She just doesn't want me to drag her down.
Yes, this is Blue. This is Blue G's.
This is Blue.
The Blue girl. But yeah, I've been wanting to see Martine. Maybe one of these days, I will write him in the list and have him call and let him, do his little dream of singing up there. You could do a country song. You know how to, those country songs. Maybe not the other ones, but the country, you're kind of cool with it.
Cool with it? Mm. Well.
Thank you, Em. Samara has a question here. What is your favorite cruise line? I'll let you go first.
My favorite cruise line?
Mm-hmm.
Any cruise line that I can go with her.
Oh my God.
Is that a good answer?
Well, mine's is, I would say the same answer like him, but mine's everybody that knows me. I am a celebrity girl. I love celebrity.
Yeah, celebrity is nice.
So, but besides that, what is your favorite cruise line?
I like them all, because there's something to do in it. Everyone.
Martin is like, as long as I'm on the cruise, that's my favorite cruise line.
The one that I'm on at that time.
Let me tell you, Martin can sing the country, and he can add words to the song too.
You can always add words to country.
Maybe one of these days, well, he's not noticing, I'll just film him and then I'll just do a little vlog, so you guys can listen to Martin. But he's been wanting to do karaoke for a while, and I'm like, nope, you ain't gonna catch me doing that one. Could you imagine somebody films me on a karaoke? I'm good. Hey PK, how are you? No worries, sir. No worries. We still have plenty of time. Put me on a Disney cruise in a bathroom category. Oh my God, Samara! Could you imagine? I could hear Samara in her veranda cabin. What would you sing, Samara? Let it go. What would you sing? Let it go. Let it go.
See, there she goes.
That is too funny. Yeah, PK is going to be my next PK adventure. We're going to be doing a Utopia maybe in December. Because PK is going in Utopia in November. Oh. And we're going to do a collab together on Utopia. So we're going to talk about what he enjoyed and all of that cool stuff. So I can't wait to do that with PK. Another thing about this ship. So what do you think about the Flow Rider, the Abyss, and all of that? Even though I know you're not a person that you'd like to do that kind of stuff, but do you think that adds up? Because we have kids. Do you think that adds up to? Oh my God, my eyes all of a sudden itch. Do you think that adds up value and for the kids, which I didn't even see a lot of people doing the flow riding and the abyss on this cruise.
Yeah, it just varies because I was trying to remember. We actually didn't see too many kids like you normally do. And
Oh
maybe
my
that
God,
might
my
have been.
eyes is hurting.
But I think it does add value. There are quite a bit of people that are interested, even adults, because who hasn't said, I want to surf? Well, this is kind of a safe place to try it. So there's that, and the abyss is nice.
We didn't even try the abyss, even though we sat by it like for 4 hours.
She sat by it, because some of the streaming was up there when did the departure.
Yeah,
because it was the top and then the back side.
For those of you that don't know, on that side they have a bar, and they actually sell snow cones. So if you're like really nice and you want to have them something refreshing, they actually sell snow cones there. Samara Brown says, I will cruise on Celebrity when Disney Cruise Line retires. I'll tell you something, Samara. If one day you want to check out Celebrity, let me know. I will be more than happy to bunk with you on a cabin so that you and I can do it together. I think you will like it. Maybe not as much as Disney, but I know that you will love it. Let me see. I love to get away in the winter, but it gets snowy, so I'm afraid to leave. That's when you need to leave, when it's snowy.
Come back when the snow's gone.
Come back when the snow is gone. Yeah, I bet where you are it gets really, really cold.
Where is she?
She's in oh my God, I forgot. Wait a minute.
Snow country.
No, well, she's closer to New York. Em, are you like in Pennsylvania? I know she's somewhere up there in that area. She's close to that area. It gets very snowy in New. So she's in New York. Yeah. In New York. Okay. I know you were up there. I know. I'm talking about Donnell is in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Donnell and Jen, which actually Donnell and Jen, if you're looking at the live stream, shout out, guys. They're in Spain. They're in Spain having a great old time over there.
In España.
Yeah, I talked to Jen the 2 nights ago, and they actually have visited the Montserrat over there, and they were doing some stuff. So it was really cool. They were having a good time. So going back to the Utopia, since we talk a little bit about the abyss, what were a couple of the places that you enjoy maybe having lunch? Because dinner was a little wanky on this ship for us.
I don't know. I felt like everything was a little off. In fact, I'm trying to remember. Did we even go to the main room?
We did. We did go to the main dining room on NASA night. We went to the main dining room, and on the last evening, which was perfect day, we did Izumi. And then the first night we just went to the buffet for dinner because we were just thrown off completely, between having the live stream and getting on the ship so late and all of that. But if you remember, what is your favorite spot in Utopia that you enjoy the most? Because I noticed that you would go there quite a bit. You know where it is.
I would go?
Yes. Every evening you would visit this place.
You mean the little coffee shop?
The Cafe Promenade.
Yeah.
He loves Cafe Promenade.
Well, they've got coffee. You can sit there. They got those pastries. You can grab a little snack, a sandwich. It's all complimentary there. And if you just want to make a little line,
Look, people, you should see the line at night on Cafe Promenade. I feel bad for those people that work there.
Yeah.
And the line for Starbucks in the morning. What do you think about that?
I'm not a Starbucks person.
Oh.
I like coffee, but I don't think I'm paying.
Guys, I will be very honest, and Martine can probably vouch for this. Look at PK. PK's like coffee. Yeah. I will tell you something. I love Starbucks, and I buy it here most of the time. Actually, I haven't bought Starbucks as much as I used to. And it's weird. I go on a cruise, and I don't even buy it. I don't even buy it at all. It's like and it's there, like
Yeah,
every
but
day.
you don't drink coffee.
No, I do not drink coffee.
So you're getting the fruity and the smoothie type
Oh my God, those are
drinks.
really good.
See, that's what she's getting.
M wants to know how long was the wait at the promenade.
The wait in the promenade. You mean to get
your
pastries?
coffee and your pastry?
Yeah, the coffee. It's pretty quick because they've got the side on there, and you can go in, grab it, make it yourself. But the line to get the pastries on there or to get those sandwiches, that was maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not too bad. That goes pretty quick on there.
I did notice on this ship, which is I find that really cool and interesting that this ship did it this way. And I think you even mentioned it where, because you're a coffee person, they actually have on tap the milks. It's like on a little tap. It's not.
Oh yeah, that's confusing for some people, including me. Like, hello, and it wasn't pouring.
Yeah, because you're supposed to put your fingers like this on the little. It has like a little finger that looks like that, so you put it, and then it pours out whatever amount you want.
Contactless.
Yeah, but compared to other cruise ships and cruise lines where we've been, where they just have them either on a container kind of thing and you just pour. But this one is not even like that. This one tells you what it is. You put your hand and it just pours it. So it's kind of like really cool that they did it that way. That way people cannot mess with it. You can touch it. You can do anything. It'll be on inside of your cup.
Yeah.
So I think that was really cool that they actually did something like that. Welcome in, Harlan. Thank you so much for being here. Harlan, you got to meet my husband today. So for PK, you're going over there, PK, maybe that's something that you might want to put on your vlog. I think people would love to see that. We didn't even vlog that. The little the pumps where they have the milks and stuff, and the juices are like that too.
Yeah, I mean, basically that's on the buffet where they've got all of those. And after I figured it out, then I'd sit there and I'd watch people like, yep, there's another one, walked away. It's just.
I did notice that. I did notice that people are like, okay, this is not working. They just walked away. And
I know, because at first you see the little sign and it's like a high sign. So I was like, okay. Then you realize that even if you say hi to it, it doesn't say hi back.
No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't. You gotta hold it really close. Yeah. Then it starts pouring.
It's really cool. They have a lot of cool innovations on this ship like that. So that was one of the things that I really enjoyed, because you don't want everybody touching everything, and then you're doing your coffee or whatever. So this is a pretty cool thing that they actually put it where you could just put your cup, you put your hand, and then it just pours, and then you take your hand off and it stops pouring. So, and I think that's really cool. I didn't even take that on a vlog, but I remember that they actually had that on this ship. Another thing that they have on this ship is the putt, the golf part of it, which it was really nice, very colorful. We didn't get to try it, and we didn't even get to try the zip lining either on this one.
Those, they've got the
basketball, pickleball area. They have the pickleball. Yeah, PK, check it out. I think you're gonna like it. Just keep in mind that when you're in front of it, don't just walk away because it doesn't dispense. Just put your hand as close as you can. You got to put your hand there, and then
the sensor is not as sensitive as it should be further out. So you got to get pretty close to it.
Yeah, pretty close to it. But it's really cool. It's a really cool. I guess it's more like they removed the bionic bar and they gave us, those sensory dispensers, you can say.
But I know what you like there.
What?
Breads.
Oh my God. Yes. They actually have a bakery, guys. Oh my God. The bakery is amazing. Like, you can't compete with Royal's Bakery and the washy people.
Yeah, that's another.
You gotta be the washy people. You
go to the buffet and there's a guy greeting you and he's singing the washy. No, I can't sing. She'll sing it for you.
Yeah, you have the washy. You have to make sure you wash because if not, the washy guy is gonna come hunt you down. And so they have the washy god. He's dressed in different outfits every day. So it's something fun that you're gonna have. Sometimes they have like a bacon. He's dressed as a bacon or a cheeseburger or a salad
An avocado.
or an avocado.
Yeah.
They actually have a cowboy at lunch, and he actually sings the washy at lunch. Look, Emma's like, you're making me want to go on Utopia. Girl, you need to go on Utopia quick. It's really cool. And I loved it. I would definitely go back on Utopia. It's a really nice ship. Very comfortable. Easy to. It's weird because that ship fits about a little bit either under 5 or about 6,000 people, and you don't feel that there's all those people on that ship at once. It's very dispersed. Am I wrong? Did you not feel
No,
that?
I didn't feel. The only time I felt kind of crowded is when they had one of those street parties, because we happened to be sitting by there, and they all started dancing. Then they started the conga line.
You just reminded me. I hope that the cruise director's leg is
yeah.
okay, because he hit that.
He was trying to get out on the stage and he kind of missed it.
Yeah, he missed it and he hit it hard. I feel bad. But yeah, the street parties are really kind of cool. One thing that I noticed on our sailing, that they didn't do the balloon drop, which was weird. I don't know. They had it on. Yeah, they had it when I went on the first time, but I didn't see one this time around. So Pika, keep an eye on that. Maybe you see it on yours.
Yeah, and it was interesting because that street party, it was themed to the songs that they were playing. So, for example, they had a Ghostbusters, and they had the big, I don't know what you call them, like inflatable Uniroyal.
Oh, they had the Barbie song, the Ghostbusters song.
Yeah, from the Ghostbusters, they had that. And then
Ghostbusters,
they had the little ghost come up. They had a crew of folks higher up on the stage. And they were bringing on different costumes and things like that. So
it's the street parties were kind of cool, a little crowded because a lot of people come to them and they want to enjoy and dance, and it's very, I would say it's very energetic. It's very energetic. You're gonna have a great time. Look, PK says he's taking notes. Yeah, take notes, PK. So when you get over there, those vlogs are gonna be on point for you. But yeah, you have a lot of the street entertainment. Then you have the toga party, which we didn't get to go to the toga party, but we did see a lot of people in toga.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them actually bought their own costumes.
I know. Some of them were like, they walked out of Rome or something. They had the gold leaf.
Oh yeah, some people had those. That's true. And then you got the shops. What do you think about the shops on the promenade?
Don't mention the shops.
Why?
We're just stepping in. We're just looking. That's all we're doing. Next thing you know, my partner is walking out with a very nice. See?
That was your fault.
Oh yeah, I told her, let's take a look. I'm good at looking.
Guys,
I can look.
All right, let's talk about this as you brought it up, guys. Comment on the comments, guys. This is a personal thing here, but we're gonna put it out there. This Martine wants to blame me for that. I was super excited.
I didn't say I was blaming you.
I was super excited that we went on this cruise, and I tell Martine, oh my God, like we haven't spent like no money, guys. We were gonna walk out of there without spending like $0. Martine, we're walking the promenade. Oh, let's go to what was that store called? I forgot what the store is called.
I don't know, but they had some nice bags.
We went to where they sell the high-end bags, right? So I go in there with him, and I'm not thinking I'm gonna buy anything or anything like that. So he's over there talking because he likes to talk to everybody. So he's over there chit-chatting, whatever. I'm looking around, my mind was set. I'm not gonna buy anything.
Sure it was.
Next thing you know, guys, I turned around and there
guess
she
what?
was. And there she was.
Oh.
And I'm like, I looked at her and I'm like, oh my God, this is something that I have, well, you don't see it anywhere. Anywhere. I have never seen that specific bag anywhere. And I'm usually one, and this is not whatever. When I like something, it's usually very expensive. Am I wrong, Martine? Every time I like something, it's, oh, that's really cute. It's usually on top dollar. And I'm like, no, that's whatever. When she gave me the price, I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I'm like there
it's
is
a
no
deal. It's a steal.
It was really good. It was a really good deal. And what I did not know that somebody else was also keeping an eye on that specific bag.
She made someone cry.
Oh my God. I felt so well, I didn't know.
Oh my God, that's the one I wanted.
So the lady, I told the lady, you know, she gave me the price and I said, okay, that's a really good price. I could do that price. So I told her, don't put it on my card on file. I'm gonna put it on a different card. So I went down to my
Which
cabin.
is interesting. I've never heard that you could do that.
Yeah. On stuff like that, you can. For those of you that don't know that, you can actually go with a credit card to a specific store and purchase it on a different credit card than the one you have on file. They have to authorize it, but you could do it. A lot of people don't know this, but yes, you can. So I go downstairs to the third floor to go get the credit card to come back up, and the lady's talking to me when I get back with the credit card and everything, and they're going through the transaction and all of that. She goes, oh, that lady that is back behind you, she wanted this bag, and I told her to buy it, and her husband said, why don't you buy it, right? And she's like, no, that's okay. And now when she comes, I'm purchasing the bag that I felt horrible. But
not
guys,
too horrible.
Well, no, not too horrible, because it happened to me. It happened to me. What was it, on Celebration?
On a previous cruise.
On a previous cruise. It happened to me. Guys, I was on the higher end of their bag, and I'm looking at the bag. I've never seen this bag anywhere. And I told Martine, oh, I'll wait it out. I'll wait it out. I'll wait it out. The night before the cruise ended, I told Martine, you know what? I'm going to do it.
If you like it, get it.
I'm going to do it, and I'm just going to buy it. Next thing you know, guess what, guys? It was gone. Little to no whatever. Martine and I are in another store, and we looked to the side, and there was this lady on a scooter with the bag on top of the little carrier thing.
Basket.
And there you have it. So
and there it went.
Yep. So I added one to my collection.
If you like something, get it.
Yes. And actually this bag was like at least 2 times cheaper than the other one. So
it was a good deal.
It was a really good deal. So I couldn't complain. So, and I work really hard. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy me something.
She does. She deserves it.
Yeah. So, but anyways, going back, well, now whether we talk about the promenade and the stores, there's a lot of stores there, guys. And especially
another favorite store is the Effie.
The Effie's a really nice store. And the good thing is, like, you know, to even make it a little bit better, it was a good deal, but we didn't pay any taxes because it's duty free.
Yeah. Good excuse.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, it has a lot of nice shops there. If you're looking for something higher end or some kind of something, it's a good place to buy because you're not paying any taxes or anything like that on these types of items. So, you know, you can shop, and there's a lot of cool deals on these ships. You just got to find them. But they actually have really, really good deals. There was one lady on the back store. I'm not even going to mention, but there was one lady on the back store that it just came to mind.
Yeah.
And she's like, which one should I get? I said, go with that one. So to complete this review of Utopia, did you have anything that you can say that you disliked about it, that you really didn't care for, or that, you know, it really didn't matter if the ship had it or not?
No, overall, it was a good trip. I didn't have anything that I disliked about it. Other than the thump thump thump
Right.
thump.
See, and
Yeah.
he said it was me. See?
Well, if I have to pick something, that's the only thing I could think of. Everything else was good.
The only thing that I would love to see if Royal is watching this live stream is I would like to see at least a Broadway show on Utopia. I think that it's missing that part. And I could understand because it's a 3 and a 4 day. But for those of you that don't know, Utopia is not going to be 3 and 4 days all the time and forever, because in 2 years, Utopia is going to be doing a 7 day sailing. And then that ship is not going to have a Broadway show. So it's just going to be all in one. And how many times can you do the all in one? Unless they're going to change, for the 7 day cruise is the only thing that I can think of. But overall, for me, I think Utopia has it all. Pretty much everything that you need, not only for us, the adult people, but also for the kids. If you are a family that are you bringing kids on board, I think your kids will enjoy um, the ship, the amenities that it has, because it has the zip lining, it has the flow riding, it has the abyss, it has the carousel, it has the rock climbing, it has theater outside, a theater that you can go and watch movies on the outside. Um, so it has a lot to offer for the kids. I know that when I took Sophie on the first cruise on Utopia, she enjoyed the, what is it called, the 100 studio, or 100 something is called.
Yeah, but isn't that for the teams?
For the
Yeah,
teens.
so
And
they have a
she
team
loved
club.
it. She loved it, guys. She had a great time in that area. She met a lot of kids her age as well. So if you're a family that you're looking to maybe going on a small trip, maybe a 3 or 4 day, definitely I will consider Utopia.
I think Em is asking about
The
all in one.
all-in-one, and all-in-one it's kind of like it's a show. It's a musical. It's like kind of like it's, well, can you say it's a musical?
Yeah, it's a musical.
It's a musical.
They're singing, dancing.
And it is really cool. It has a lot of great effects. It has oh my god, how do you call these things? Drones. So it has drones that fly around. It's really, really cool. I love that show. It gets you to the point that you want to get up and dance as they're playing. That's how good that is. And I know when PK goes, I think PK is going to also like that. If you're into music and things like that, you're going to like that show. So, but that's something that PK and I were going to talk about down the road. But it's really, really nice. If you're going on Utopia, I would suggest go watch all of the shows. Our favorite ones, well, yours was Utopia, which is the skating one, and
Utopia,
the skating one.
That was the name of the show.
Utopia.
I know.
Utopia.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not a fan of the Aqua 80, of the Aqua 2 show. You were not a fan of the Aqua 2
I'm like,
show.
I guess it's just not really a fan of it.
Which is weird, because whenever we do go on Icon, I would like for you to see the show, because I think you're gonna like
What
that
show?
one. The Aqua show.
The Aqua show?
It's on front of the ship, and it's completely different. It has a different type of vibe, and I think that you will like it. So one day when we go on Icon, I think we're gonna
people
go check
diving.
it out. They actually dive, but it has kind of like a dome in the middle where they have the water, and people go in through that dome, and it's really cool. It's really, really cool. So we're looking forward to the 80s show. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. The 80s party was on Music Hall. That's where the 80s party is. So that's a bonus for you, PK, that you're going. 80s party is gonna be on.
People were walking around and
trying to find it.
I don't know if they had it on multiple days or if they just missed it.
Yeah.
Because there were people walking around, and maybe that was their regular clothes. I don't know.
I hope not, because they're then stuck back in the time. But yeah, Anything else you want to add that you want to let everybody know?
I don't know. I mean, one of the things that I like on the cruise ships is the variety of food. I mean, you can try different things, especially on the buffet. I like a little bit of everything. So I could have a little bit of Indian, a little bit of Asian,
Hmm.
then I'll go over and have some Italian, you know. So it's I get
He
it.
can eat in a ship what he can't eat here at home because I have a seafood allergy. So there's certain things that can't come into this house. So when he goes over there on a cruise, he just splurge and he
I
tries
mean,
everything.
well,
Actually, one thing that before we leave here today, I wanted to add, what did you think about our Jeep excursion?
oh yeah, that was an interesting one because it's the first time that I get to drive on the wrong side. Driving on the wrong side. It's the right side, you know. But yeah,
Because the
because
left side is suicide.
yeah, that's what they said. The
So what did you enjoy most besides driving on the right hand side?
well, we got to see different parts of the island that we hadn't seen before,
Hmm.
you know, because it was actually a pretty long. How how many hours
It
was
was
it?
like about 3.5 hour
Yeah,
drive.
3.5 hours. You drive out there, you go to the spot to have lunch, you know, some
Hmm.
local food. That was nice. We went out and we drove to some bat caves. You know, that
Yeah,
was interesting on there. And then we went to the beach also. It ended up
right.
on the beach on the way back. But overall, just getting a site and a tour because they had walkie talkies. And we had the tour conductor on there
Right.
giving us points of interest as to, you know, this is a cricket, which, you know, I guess being a British Isle or former British Isle,
Right.
they used to play cricket, so they still do that. And the food, the driving, the different hotels and sites, you know.
I do have a question for those of you that are here on the live stream right now. I would like for you guys to put it on the comments because I'm just curious to know. Because I know most of you guys have gone to NASA Bahamas, but whenever you go to NASA Bahamas, are you a person that just stays on the port, or maybe just go to Atlantis and back? Or are you a person that have done an excursion? Have you actually seen NASA on a different view other than just the port or Atlantis? Because I will say, I don't know about you, but we have been together to NASA at least 3 or 4 times by now.
Mhm.
And we've been around the port most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
And then twice that we've been to Atlantis twice that I can remember. Um, but this Jeep excursion, I felt that it took us on a different level, and I kind of like enjoyed it because I actually got to see NASA on a different view.
Yeah, we went through different type of neighborhoods. Some of
Hmm.
them, you know, a little bit, I don't know what you would say, more common, you know, houses, typical houses you might see on there. And then we drove through another neighborhood where paid $500 to play golf, like, you know,
Yeah.
on there, and some of the resorts also. The other thing that was kind of different, I know Em was saying she never got used to driving on that side, but the other thing that was kind of odd is all those circle intersections that they
Oh yeah, the
have.
circle intersection. Um, Also, Bahamar is brand new in that area.
Mhm.
And for those of you that don't know this, and I know PK is probably going to NASA, and PK, if you don't have anything to do in NASA, and maybe this is something that, or you're looking for something to do in NASA, either check out the Jeep excursion or just take a taxi and get a day's pass to Bahamar, because Bahamar, you can stay there. They provide you with lunch. And on top of that, you get to do the water park and you get to enjoy that brand new resort,
Yeah.
which is really kind of cool. We seen it and it was nice. Whenever we do go back, we're probably going to check that out and bring it to you guys. But to me, I don't know about you, I kind of saw NASA on a different level, and it was really nice. The island is very beautiful. A lot of really nice houses that we've seen on that side of the island. I don't know about your thoughts on that, but I was like in awe when I actually got to see, because we're usually used to just the port area.
Yeah, she was writing. Yeah, she was writing, filming. I was trying to stay on the right side. Or I should say on the left side.
Well, Harlan says, I never went to Atlantis in Nassau. Want to try the newer hotel casino, but there's a lot of crime down in the Bahamas. We have been there quite a bit of times, and I've never seen anything other than, just regular, day to day. But if you're worried about that, Harlan, I will say just because the taxis are inside of the port, just take a taxi to drop you off to wherever and then pick you up and bring you back, and then that'll be safe, to do. M says we saw other houses and drove at the end of the coastline, and it was so nice and island breezy. Loved that the Jeeps had walkie talkies.
Yeah, because at first it was a little hot, because the ACs didn't work on there. But then they took the top downs, and that was pretty cool. It was like you said, it was nice and breezy.
Right. So PK says, thanks for the tips. Have to check with the wifey to see what she wants to do. Definitely, PK. It's something that you might want to check out, especially that your channel, you're growing your channel. I think it'll be nice to kind of like bring something different. But if that's something that maybe you and your wife wants to do, I think I would, go for it, because I think you're going to like it. Check it out. Check out Bahamar. Look what they have to offer. Check with Royal, because Royal will take you to Bahamar as an excursion. They will take you and pick you up. And it's on their excursion website. You will find it there. And, you'll see NASA on a completely different view than what you're used to seeing when you just go to the port. And that's what I felt like. I said, this is really cool. I would love to do this. And we went to Junkanoo Beach, where we found that one guy. Remember, he was in Montego Bay. Remember the Montego Bay guy? And it happened that he was in our sailing too.
No, that guy. I just remember. I don't know.
We got there, guys. We're at the beach, and we're gonna go grab a drink. Martin and I went to this bar there. I grabbed a water, and you grabbed, I don't know, you grabbed some drink.
Just a
and we hear this guy. He's very loud. Oh, I got it like that. I'm in Montego Bay. I'm like, Montego Bay?
I know.
I'm like, dude, you're in the wrong island. And we didn't think anything of it. And when we got on the ship, I saw him on the ship, and I said, oh my God, there's the Montego Bay dude. So he was the Montego Bay dude for the rest of the trip. I thought it was just hilarious. The last cruise we took down to the Bahamas, they had their military patrolling the street. Actually, we didn't see that at all. I didn't see any militaries in when we went now.
No, I didn't see it. The only thing we saw is we had a VIP, and one of those black Suburbans with the little flags, and they had an escort.
But I think he was either somebody, I don't know.
I know, someone up there. He had his own police escort. But other than that, everything was okay. We didn't see any cops.
Yeah, it was nice. Like, other than that, we didn't I didn't see any cops, but we're talking about NASA. If you're talking about Freeport, I don't know in Freeport, because we haven't been to Freeport in a while. Yeah. That's where we bought that weird looking hat. Remember the one that Jaden has in his room that is made out of cardboard? That's Freeport, but we haven't been to Freeport in a good minute. Like, it's been ages since we've been to Freeport. Yeah. In Freeport, the craps tables was open, but no one was working in there. Oh, that's crazy. But I know that if you go to NASA, you could go to Atlantis, and they have a casino there. Atlantis has a pretty big casino. I don't know. I'm going to guess Bahamar probably has a casino. I've never been to Bahamar, but we can always check and let you know. Oh my God, I just noticed the time. It's like we're just here chit-chatting. We're past by 15 minutes. So we're going to wrap this up. I think we gave you enough information on Utopia. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the show today, guys. Our friend Keith, just keep him and his family in prayer. He's right now, they're going through a little bit of a situation. So keep him in prayer. Hopefully next week we will have our Across the Wave show. And depending on what's going on, then probably we have to figure it out. But we'll keep you posted on that, about next week's show. And thank you, Martine, for being part of.
Well, thank you for having me come by. Yeah, all the way from the living room.
I know, right? We'll bring Martine again another time, and we'll every time we do a cruise together, we should do one of these. We didn't do one for Wonder of the Seas.
We'll see.
But yeah, I know, right? But thank you guys so much for being here today. I love you guys all to the moon and back. Please stay safe. Stay safe during the week. We want to see you again next week. And that's it, right?
That's it.
All right. I'll see you guys on the next one. Toodles.
Toodles.
Love you guys. Have a good day. Have a good evening, guys. We got a lot of work to do now, Martine and I.
Yeah. See y'all.
I'll see you guys. You want to say bye, Blue?
Say bye,
say
Blue,
bye,
Blue.
Blue. Oh, hold on, because the other one wants to come. Hold on, guys, real quick, so you guys can see the other one.
She wants to be
all
up
right,
here
there
too.
We go. Oh, this is a cute picture. I see you guys. Love you guys. Say toodles. Toodles.
Bye. Toodles.
Toodles.